It's time to hop on a magic carpet and fly on in to a Disney animated classic. Aladdin, released in 1992, directed by the renowned pairing John Musker and Ron Clements. Growing up, this is undoubtedly one of the studio's films that I watched the most, only second to The Lion King, which was my favourite back then. And now into my 30s, I can confidently say that Aladdin continues to hold up tremendously, and I'd say it's now my favourite from the Renaissance era, and a candidate for straight up their best animated picture ever, at least from an entertainment standpoint. While obviously taking many liberties from the original source, as is usually Disney's wont, I really liked the story. Simple, but accessible and effective, and a major part of that is because of the characters. Aladdin himself, played by Scott Weinger, is a very likeable hero, just a poor kid who's struggling along to get by, but he's not a malicious criminal. He has a kind heart and treats others with decency, and you feel for his need to have a meaningful life. And even when he's given that opportunity, to rule as Sultan and such, it doesn't feel right to him and he feels uncomfortable about being a fraud. So that's good moral values there that's inspiring to kids. And also, having a smart aleck sense of humour adds to his charm. Jasmine, played by Linda Larkin, is one of my favourite princesses. Sure, it's the usual, I'm not happy, I want something more fair, which connects even less with working audiences today. Spoiled brat. But she has a lot of personality and she isn't afraid to speak her mind and stand up for herself. And also, she and Aladdin have such an excellent chemistry. Their relationship, from as early as their first meeting, comes off so naturally. You have no issue believing that they're in love. Probably the best Disney couple. I can't think of many that even come close. Robin Williams as the genie? Honestly, nothing that I can add that hasn't been said already. He's just awesome and funny as hell. It was a good move to allow him that freedom to improvise. It really boosts both the character and the film. But aside from that, he doesn't distract or take away from the focus of the story. Aladdin himself. He's a side character at the end of the day. I suppose the one downside to having Williams involved is that this basically launched the whole let's cast celebrities instead of voice actors for animated movies thing, which really took off with DreamWorks and especially hit that peak when Shrek rolled around. And sadly, that mainly remains the norm to this day. Jafar is an entertainingly slimy villain with a great design, and Jonathan Freeman's voice is just dripping with nefarious evil. By the way, have you seen Freeman recently? He's in his mid-70s, but damn, he's looking fine for his age. I'm sure there's some unicorn blood involved somewhere. Gilbert Gottfried as Iago makes for a fun lackey to Jafar, and their banter gets some laughs. Douglas Steele was delightful as the Sultan, and they also recruit other legendary voice acting talent, including Frank Welker, Jim Cummings and Corey Burton. The animation is unreal, personified by gorgeous colours that just dazzle and leap off the screen. The timing and the comedy is slick, the action scenes are exciting, and there's just this huge size to everything and how it looks. And what amazed me is how a lot of the CGI, for 1992 no less, surprisingly blends so seamlessly. Namely the Cave of Wonders, which I think is down to the dark lighting, and the magic carpet, just wow, it is spot on. Kudos to the animation team there, as well as for managing to give a carpet so much character. No easy feat. This is only 19 minutes, and man does it go fast. It just surges, it's so very tightly paced. A good example of keeping the story going while never slowing down for a second. And there's the music. Firstly, Alan Menken's score is amazing. It carries this great epic weight to it. Probably the grandest scale we've ever seen for a Disney film until The Lion King went even further. If we're going strictly by the songs, co-written by Tim Rice, including early contributions from the late great Howard Ashman, then Aladdin has my favourite Disney soundtrack ever. It's another case like with K-pop Demon Hunters, which I reviewed recently, where every song is a winner. Nothing is skippable. Arabian Night, a wondrous opening. One Jump Ahead is a bouncy kick, and the reprise, well short, has nice heart behind it. Friend Like Me is a catchy as hell banger that makes me want to get up and dance, and likewise, Prince Ali is such a lively energy, and A Whole New World is easily the best Disney love song. Most of their romantic ballads don't usually do it for me, but this is an exception. It's well sung and also well composed, plus it makes for a handy karaoke duet if the situation ever arises. Need I say more? Aladdin is top tier. It rocked back then, and it still rocks now. And to praise it even more so, here are the words from my friends and fellow fans. First up, Macleod.
So I think Disney's animated feature of Aladdin is an excellent film from start to finish. We have an excellent voice cast. Most memorable is of course Robin Williams as the genie, who puts in an absolutely fantastic performance. Would expect nothing less from him. The songs in Aladdin are absolutely memorable. All of them stick in your head. Fantastic soundtrack. The animation quality for 1992 is fantastic. The use of CGI mixes so well with the classic animation. I'd say Aladdin is one of Disney's finest hours, and I'd recommend any parent show it to their children. And the less said about the live action, the better.
And secondly, all the way from Canada, my friend, Evil Evil Steve, and his words are, "He's got slaves, he's got servants and flunkies." Aladdin is quite possibly my favourite of the Renaissance era. Everyone remembers William's stellar performance as the genie, but often feel like Gilbert Gottfried and Jonathan Freeman are overlooked as the villains. Soundtrack is a banger, with Prince Ali and Friend Like Me being some of the most iconic Disney songs, allusions to slavery aside. Seriously, did the genie just magically create people to be slaves for Aladdin, or did he himself use his magic to enslave people and force them to be loyal to Aladdin? And now you'll never see the movie the same way again. Cheers for that, guys. It was a blast rewatching this together. Now folks, I can't help but notice that September is almost over and October is about to commence. So if you don't mind, I'm off to get prepared for the spooky season up ahead. Until then, I'm Jason and this is Small Movie World, watching, talking and loving films.